big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And he's got it! Touchdown tie!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need place for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Got his man in the middle. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly.
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. Quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He's going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points. And That mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Are we sure that he knows what color jersey his receivers are wearing? Threw a pick on the last drive and almost threw another one.
Just temporarily confused. No big deal. Hey, short memory. Quarterback's got to have those short memory.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. The Ducks will move the sticks. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Moore to the air. It's complete to the left. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Ducks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments and
open runway ahead. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
what a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
And he tacked on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll line up for a second down play. Moore will throw. He's going to run it. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. They're going back to the ground. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Man, I've been there. This is one of those games you just want to forget right away and turn the page. 4 picks now thrown by this guy, and you're just not able to make your reads. Things aren't clicking. You're not seeing the field, and the ball's not coming out right. Next week cannot come soon enough for him, I can tell you that.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. At the 40, there he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Got it behind the line. It's Miller. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Let's go. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. The ball is on the 18. They need 4 on 2nd down. Moore to the air. He'll try to do it himself.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Brings it down on the right side. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Got some room to run. At the 30, the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but...
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw it again. This time it's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming. You don't let that speed get to the outside.
3rd and goal coming up here. Moore will throw. Coming after it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that is how you get it done. 3rd down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on 3rd down?
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. The offense set for a 1st down play. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
How about this confidence in the running game, and he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Little shovel pass to the running back. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Moore to the air. Makes his connection. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They were handed a gift with this great starting field position, but they've done nothing with it. It's 3rd and goal. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Here comes the 2-point try. From the gun, looking for a man. Dances away from the heat. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
42, Oregon, 20.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. On first down, here comes this offense. Give to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period.
Of the third quarter of play. The score, Alabama, 42, Oregon, 20.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Delivers the stiff arm. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Running toward the tape. Keeps it and gets past the chains. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
All right, it's decision time. So when you got a guy that can take off and do that against you, you got to decide whether you need more fast guys on the field. Your defensive linemen have no shot. Your linebackers have...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Takes it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back.
And he throws another interception. Trying to take it back. Touchdown tie. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
For the defense.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Looking for a man, it's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock, not...
And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Trying to beat the D deep. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to find.
And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here comes that Alabama offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
Man, a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Milroe. Dances away. Touchdown, Bama! And the stomping has commenced. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they moved the ball 37 yards on the drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Catches it inside his 20 chance, and he loses the football on the return. Once that ball was loose, offense